Riley was born, she was diagnosed prenatally with a congenital heart defect called an AV canal, and she had an ASD and a VSD, which meant she had 2 holes in her heart. And they found this before she was even born. So Riley was actually born in what they call congestive heart failure, and she was confirmed at birth that she also had trisomy 21, which otherwise known as Down syndrome. So she had to have part of her heart basically rebuilt.
The Care Fund was started by Bill Rogers and Pat Lamb. They're the co-founders of the Care Fund. And we were founded in January of 2013, and it came from both of their philanthropic hearts. You know, they've been both Bill and Pat have been very community minded and have always given back to the community as a part of their business life. And when they came together as a partnership, they decided that it was time for them to make more of an impact and specifically help families with rent or mortgage. You know, it is a family's largest bill typically, and especially before the medical bills start. Family's illness impacts much more than just the child, you know, themselves. It's the siblings, it's the grandparents. And so it's just important, we feel, that they at least have the security of their home to go to, and that those kids get to come back to their own bedrooms when they're ready to come home from the hospital.
We were basically told that Riley would go in for her heart surgery when around 6 months of age. Riley developed at 8 weeks. At 8 weeks old, she developed an inability to be able to feed herself. She was unable to suck a bottle. So she was placed on a feeding tube at that time, and it was quite evident by the time she was four months of age that they needed to go ahead and take her into the surgery. So they took her at 4 months of age to do the repair on her heart. Riley did not do well at all. And she went for a second open heart surgery just 10 days after her first one. The night before that surgery, she was in multi-system organ failure. And they went to do that surgery, and then that also was another 10 days, and then she began to fail again. So in that third surgery, we were told that she would need a mechanical valve. And at that time, they had never placed a particular small adult-sized mechanical valve in a 4-month-old. So they also were going to place a pacemaker at that time. And they went in to do that surgery, and they were able to just put 2 stitches in her valve. And it was not repaired, but it gave her some more time. So what we thought was going to be 7 days in the hospital, 1 surgery, and we were going to go home and recover, ended up being 41 days in the hospital. A colleague had introduced me to the Care Fund, and it was very difficult for us to reach out for help, really difficult. We had never been faced in a situation where we had to reach out for help like that. So we reached out to the Care Fund, and it was just amazing, because we told our story, and really to us, our simple story. Kathy Sherwin just took us under her wing and just really let us know that we're going to be okay.
It's so important for families to be able to stay together in times of need and potential crisis. And for us to be able to step in and to say, you know what, we're going to take care of your rent or mortgage for the next couple of months, is just, the weight that they feel lifted off their shoulders is tremendous. It's just such a pleasure and an honor, really, for us. It sounds kind of cliche, but it really is our privilege to help them, as well as the over 100 families that we've helped so far, to make a difference in their life. The opportunity for us to do it with the generosity of our donors is just really tremendous. I mean, we couldn't do it without the fantastic support of the community that we've received so far.